20-year-old musician, his guitar slung over his shoulder, arrives at a city cloaked in eerie silence. The streets are empty, and the buildings stand lifeless, their colors muted, as if drained of life. As the musician walks deeper into the city, he notices people, silent, expressionless and pale, going about their day without uttering a single word. Their eyes are hollow, and they move like shadows. In the center of the city, the musician finds a dusty old music shop. The windows are shattered, and inside, forgotten instruments lay scattered, abandoned and unused for years. Sitting on a wooden stool, the musician contemplates the city's sorrow. He pulls out his guitar, gently strumming a tune that echoes the sadness he feels within. The musician begins to play, and as the first note escapes his guitar, a ripple of color spreads from his instrument, breathing life into the world around him. The dusty instruments in the shop begin to hum, resonating with the music. One by one, they start to play on their own, joining the musician's melody in a symphony of revival. Stepping out of the shop, the musician notices the streets starting to change. The buildings regain their original colors, and flowers bloom from cracks in the pavement. As the music fills the air, the people begin to hum along, their voices hesitant at first, but growing stronger with each note. The city, once silent, now hums with a life. Children, once too frightened to play, now dance in the streets, their laughter ringing out like music. Their joy is contagious, spreading to the adults who begin to join in. The once dry and cracked fountain in the city square springs to life, water flowing again, clear and sparkling. People gather around, marveling at the sight. The musician sets up in the city square, and the entire city gathers to listen. He plays his heart out, and the music weaves through the crowd, connecting everyone in a shared moment of joy. As the musician plays, the clouds above begin to part, and sunlight floods the city. The warmth of the sun matches the warmth of the music, completing the city's transformation. The city is no longer silent. Music and laughter fill the air, and the once muted voices of the people now sing freely. The transformation is complete. As the sun sets, the musician knows it's time to move on. He leaves behind a city transformed, knowing that his music will continue to echo in their hearts. As the first light of a new day touches the city, music fills the air, now played by the people themselves. The city, once silent, is forever changed. Creativity and passion have the power to heal and transform, bringing life and joy to even the most desolate places. Now, we will learn and understand vocabulary and comprehension from the musician in the silent city. Our lesson outline is a vocabulary lesson in comprehension and interpretation. Vocabulary lesson. Let's learn some new words from our story. Eerie. This word means something that feels strange and a little scary. Imagine walking into a room that's completely dark and quiet. It might feel eerie. In our story, the musician arrives in a city cloaked in eerie silence. That means the city felt strange and unsettling because it was so quiet. Desolate. This word describes a place that is empty and lifeless, like a desert with no plants or people. The city in our story was desolate, meaning there was no one around, and everything felt lonely and abandoned. Contemplate. To contemplate means to think deeply about something. When the musician was sitting on the stool, he was thinking hard about the sadness in the city. He was contemplating how to help the city come back to life. Revival. This word means bringing something back to life or making it strong again. In the story, the music caused a revival in the city, making everything colorful and lively once more. Symphony. A symphony is a piece of music where many instruments play together, creating a beautiful sound. When the musician played his guitar, the other instruments joined in, creating a symphony of revival, meaning the music brought the city back to life. Now, let's think about the story together. Here are some important questions. Why did the musician decide to play his guitar in the silent city? Imagine a city that's silent and sad. The musician thought, maybe music can make things better. So he decided to play his guitar to cheer everyone up. The musician played his guitar to bring joy and life back to the silent city. How did the city change after the musician started playing? At first, the city was grey and quiet. But as the musician played, colours returned, flowers bloomed, and people started smiling and singing. The city became colourful and lively, with people smiling and singing, thanks to the music. What is the significance of the city's silence before the musician arrived? The silence shows how empty and sad the city was. It makes the musician's music even more powerful because it brings life back to such a quiet place. The silence highlights the city's emptiness and makes the music's transformation even more impactful. Great job today! I hope you enjoyed learning with the musician and the silent city. Keep practicing your vocabulary and comprehension skills, and you'll see amazing progress. See you in the next lesson.